Games new to me. Please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, Rob here from Games New to Me, and this is a brief review of Tom Clancy's The Division. Let's take a critical look at Tom Clancy's The Division. Is it good, bad, ugly, or worse? I guess that's all a matter of opinion, really. It's a decent looking game, not as pretty as we've seen in promotional videos, but it's decent enough. Textures are meh. But it is what it is, and it does set a mood, sort of. But how is the story? I have no idea. The story is so paper thin that it's hard to even call it a story. In essence, you're some special ops guy, and some virus has completely wiped out New York City, and you have to something. But so how is the combat, you may ask? The melee is atrocious. Words fail to actually convey how terrible the melee combat is. Cover system is substandard, with the player constantly getting stuck to walls and unable to disengage. The gunplay is adequate, if somewhat, shall we say, uninspired. This game should have been called Repetition. Tom Clancy's Repetition, because that's all you do. You play the exact same enemies in the exact same way over and over. Oh yeah, and over again. The enemies themselves could not have been programmed in a more lazy manner. They all look identical, they have repetitive speech loops, and they have two standard attacks. There will be 2 or 3 guys who will try to bum rush you, and the rest just pop their heads out from behind cover and shoot at you, while also throwing poisonous gas from time to time. I honestly think this game was going to be something interesting. At least I thought that at the time, and I played it. I thought that there was going to be some story to hook me in, to keep me playing, goddammit, but there isn't. Whatever story there is, it's wafer thin and completely unsatisfying. I mean, really unsatisfying. To me, this is my opinion. Hey, you might love it. I don't know. And that's fine if you love it. If you love it, good. Enjoy it. Spend $60. Play your heart out. Enjoy the game. I find myself constantly fighting, but I'm not fighting enemies. I'm fighting with the controls. I absolutely hate the controls and how slow, unresponsive, unintentional they really are. It's like driving a goddamn 1976 Lincoln Continental that has no shock absorbers, and the steering box is mostly busted. In other words, you turn the wheel and hope for the best. There is no actual steering. Maybe, and this is a big maybe, you might enjoy playing this with a bunch of friends on the weekend. I don't know. If you have friends, good, I guess. But with the lack of stimulation in the game, I can't imagine your gang wanting to play more than 1 or 2 afternoons for a couple of hours. There is some fun to be had in the dark zone, but that is only, and I mean only, because the repetition is less due to your interaction with actual other players, and you don't know what they are going to do at any particular time. This alone is not enough to make me happy with my purchase. $60 is a lot of money. This is a paper tiger, folks. There's nothing here except repetition. I don't mind the grind if there's something else that has hooked me on the experience. But if the story is lacking, if there is no lore, just anything that gives me some idea of why I'm going to do these repetitive tasks, then what's the point? Because without the lore or hook, it's just boring. This is one reason I really like Star Wars Battlefront. It's got the lore, I understand what's going on, and I care, even if I'm just infantry cannon fodder. With Tom Clancy's The Division, there's absolutely nothing making me want to keep playing. I personally find it a chore to play this game, and I paid $60 for that privilege. Is a couple of afternoons of play worth $60 to you? If the answer is yes, then I say go for it. There's nothing for me here. Nothing. I will keep trying to force myself to play through this in the hopes that the experience will improve, but I don't expect the game is going to be able to retain me. But in spite of all of it, I'm going to keep trying to, quote, get into The Division, so there may be some value in it after all. Sorry, this is a 2.5 out of 5 bags of sugar, 'cause, rating system. Alright, thanks guys, this is Rob from Games New to Me with a review of Tom Clancy's The Division. Thanks for watching, please like, thumbs up, and subscribe.